Not crooked. Hello, hello. That's what's in the screen. That one. Let's see who pops on. My dog is whining. Maui! I don't know why. Oh, that didn't... That's not supposed to be that way. Hello? Oh, Facebook, what are you doing? I can't do anything with my comments here. I can't even see my comment. Oh crap, what did I do over here? There. It's gonna be one of those nights. All right, well, if you pop on, say hello, because I don't know what Facebook's doing. And I can't get that off the screen. Why is that? I can't get it off the screen. It's like it doesn't exist, but it does. Well, we'll just go over here and type it in. Now let's see if it actually cooperates. Well, it popped up here. See, Facebook's being goofy. And I'm not sure I can see comments. If you jump on, comment, because I think it's being goofy. I'm going to have to look for comments. Because that's not working. Let me get rid of the comments and then put them back. See, it's not working. Oh, there's the pinned comment. But where? I can't get to that one. Facebook. All right, so we are going to finish up or do the other side of our wooden round tonight after I put this transfer away. So if I have an accessory on my transfer, it's called one of my hairs because my dog's hair is not that long. There, I had to get it off. All right. Like I said, if you pop on, please say hello, because I'm not even sure if this is broadcasting correctly. I think Facebook's being goofy again. Try to get some viewers. Not a friend's profile. Stick that there. I think some groups have changed again. They were there, now they're not there. This group is hiding. Hey, Kelly. Oh my gosh, Facebook's working. Okay, wow. Because I don't know what it's doing. It's being goofy. And I wasn't even sure if it was broadcasting. Let me send it to one other place that I just remembered. That's not it. Interesting. That's not what it's called. I don't remember what the group's called. We'll post it in here. Yeah, it's sharing. Yeah. I only had like a month where I could share it to a whole bunch of groups at once. Now I have to do individually again, which sucks. All right, let me put this transfer away, or attempt to put it back on its backer. It's very big. See if I line it up on the right side first. Hello, Miss Carrie. I may not be on the right corners, but it's close enough. That one just sticks off a little bit on the one side, and it's not perfectly on there. Old habits die hard. I have to do this. I have to do this. So this is the one we used, what, 2 nights ago, 3 nights ago? I don't remember. Thursday night? I think it was Thursday night. And as you can see, it is stained now. That is perfectly fine. I'm not sure I cleaned it there. As long as what you're seeing as white is clean, where the words are or the design is, that's fine. Staining of the teal part is okay. It's allowed to happen. It will happen. Certain colors will stain more than others. This is red, that's blue, that was white, so you can't really see it, but the dark color here was all red. So it's just going to stain. The colors that will usually stain have yellow in them. Yellows, oranges, reds, greens. The blues, it just depends. My edges aren't sticking on that. Black will usually stain, and then the shimmer colors will usually leave a shimmer behind Why is that not sticking? Like the corners are peeling up. That's not even a corner that I had stuck to itself the other night. All right, so that's the transfer we did. And then this is how it turned out. I did go back with our white chalk marker and put a white line on the words as well to make it pop. I didn't try to fill it in or anything. I just wanted it to pop more. I just left the ombre effect that I had and just put that white line in there to pop it out. And it helped. All right, so tonight we're going to go and make, not with the greenery, but make something similar to that. This is actually the Chalkmade kit that this board came in. They are sold out and retired, but this board will be available from Chalk Couture starting in July. It is going to be part of our new surfaces. It will be in our fall-winter catalog that comes out in the early part of July. So I'm just going to flip this over. And we're actually going to paint this like they have. So this is not just like, see how they have it painted? I'm actually going to paint it like that because I want to kind of copy that. I don't know about the bow. That's a whole nother thing. Plus, I can use up my old white, and I have some old black around here somewhere that I need to use. But the kit itself actually came with some white and a mini squeegee, and there's some black. There's 4 in there, 4 paste in there. And it comes with the ribbon. And it comes with the handy paintbrush that I had just here. Handy paintbrush. And it comes with color trays. But I'm going to use my other color tray that I already have used and not the new ones. Because when you paint with the chalk, you want to water it down. So I'm going to have to water it down. And if you are joining, make sure you say hello and tell us where you're from. My name is Vicki. I'm an independent designer with Chalk Couture. I think this is the black I've been using. See, this is an old black, and it kind of looks like caviar. But instead of using my new creamy dreamy paste, which would be quick and easy, I'm going to use my old stuff to get rid of it and not waste it by throwing it away, because I'm going to water it down and I'm just going to paint it on. And I may use, I don't know, I really like this paintbrush. I'm afraid to use it though, but we're going to use it. And you also get placement tape, which is this placement tape. It's got, yeah, that's the right side. It's got little ruler marks on it, so you know where to do stuff. I'm not opening that yet. I'm going to use my painter's tape that I've been using, and I'm going to make a spot for this guy to go into, and we're going to hopefully get this fairly even on here. This is the hard part, figuring out where the center is. I just dropped a paste. And it's on its side. I thought I had a, oh, I know where it's at. I have to rescue that later. Remind me. All right, so we're just gonna pull off some tape. I'm going to assume this is in the middle because it looks like it's in the middle. And I'm going to put a couple lines on here. Well, obviously that's going to be a top line because I didn't go over far enough. Let's hope we're straight. Nope. trying to eyeball it without having to measure it. And I'm going to cheat because I'm going to use this one as both the top and the bottom for these two lines. Okay, that actually looks kind of even. So we're going to put that down. And I need to figure out how big this is going to be. So it's going to be at least that big here. Try to get this even. It's all about eyeballing it right now. Actually, I'm going to flip that so I can see it at the top. I think it's slightly off. So how are y'all doing tonight? Make sure you say hello. I'm not really measuring it. I'm eyeballing it. And it's kind of hard because the wood grain, like the wood grain's throwing me off. It's really throwing me off because the wood grain's got its own little lines on it and it's not the same. All right, that is right there. That is way different. Lo and behold, I actually have the top one lined up. I'm trying to make this the same size as the top one. And actually, holy crap, do I really have those the same? Or close? There. I do on that side. Wow. I think that side's not. Shoot! I moved it. The whole piece of tape. Okay, that's close. Now I don't know if we're even. Like, the lines themselves. I gotta check that again. I mean, I guess they're even. Okay, there's the hole. I think it's straight. Like, oh, I know how to tell. Hold on. It's so hard to tell. I think the hole's off too. All right. We're going for it. If it turns out uneven, we can always throw a bow in or throw greenery in or something else, a flower, you know, like another little item to even it out so it's not as noticeable. So we're going to go with this because it's kind of even right now. All right. I'm just going to push those down. I will probably push them down again. I'm going to put that to the side because I'm going to water down. I need to move those. I'm going to water down my white paste first. And we're going to start with that one. This is my old paste, not my new creamy, dreamy, wonderful paste, because I'm not throwing this away. I'm keeping it to use it for this Exactly. To use it for painting backgrounds and things like that. So I'm going to take a big old glob of that. And I'm going to add a lot of water to it because we're going to paint with it. And I'm probably going to do 2 or 3 coats with the white, just so the wood grain doesn't really show through. And I could do all this ahead of time, but then it would already be prepared. And if you're joining me and wanting to do the same thing, then you wouldn't like know to water it down and do things like that. So I do everything pretty much on camera, so you know what to do as well. All right, that's pretty smooth. But I'm going to add more water to it and more paste because I do have a very large area to cover. See, this is exactly why I keep this. And in case you're wondering, this round board, if someone is interested in purchasing it, I will sell it. Currently, I'm just going to put it on my own front door, but if you want it, you just let me know. It is already decorated on the one side with the Americana, America is Beautiful theme in red, white, and blue, and then this side's going to be black and white, so it will go with anybody's housing. All right, I'm going to start with this. This may only be 1 coat. I don't know. I'm making a mess. I usually use my foam brushes for painting things on here, but now that I have this handy little paintbrush that Chalk Couture sent in this kit, we're going to try it out, although I'm not sure about it. Not sure about it in a bad way. Not sure about it as in I really don't want to... It's a good paintbrush. I really don't want to put it in my chalk. It will wash out. It's not going to ruin it. Just, I know... I went to college for commercial art. Not that I use it. And so I took a lot of art classes and painting classes and just all sorts of stuff. And I know a good paintbrush when I see one or use one. That even goes to like house painting brushes. Like you can buy the crappy ones and you can buy the good ones. This is a good one. So I'm just going to put this on here. Like I said, it's probably going to take a couple of coats, which I'm fine with. I could probably even water this down more. I want to get a bunch of it on here first and kind of even it out. So it'd be really fun to do some colors in here as well. Like just little blobs of color, not the whole thing. But it could be ombreed very easily. You'll see I am right-handed, so we're going to flip this around and do this side. Get that out of the way. And if I get it on my desk, it's fine. It does remove with water. That doesn't need to be there. Okay, so I'm just trying to get the lines out of it right now. I do have a couple of spots that have lumps in it. That's just from the chalk paste that I mixed up, still had some lumps in it, which is the old paste. It's fine. I think that would just take it off. I'm afraid to do that. I think that would just take it off. Oh, aren't you smart, Miss Kelly? It will put a coat on there. Like, it will, like, get all the lumps out. And I'm using the old one, too. But yeah, that's... Look at you, Miss Smarty Pants. All right, let's try that. And I'm just going to put that right in here because we're going to paint with that again shortly. We're trying out something new. Thanks, Kelly. So that's how you get a real light coat. I need paper towels. There they are. I am wiping this off of here so there's not a hard bump when I do another layer, because that will put a groove in it. All right, so that's off. I am going to let that dry a minute. We're going to actually add a little bit more water to this. Kelly's so smart. And I'm going to blow dry that just to get it dry. Thank you, Kelly. We're going to blow dry that because when I put wet chalk back on chalk, dry chalk, it wets it again. And so I want to make sure that's really dry before putting the next layer on. And I really want to use my foam brush. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use my foam brush. Not one of my beat up ones, because I want this to have a smooth line on it. Not for that one. That one. That'll work. All right. That needs to be washed. And I should have eaten before I came on live because I'm hungry. Well, it helps smoothing it out. We do have a quick dry tool now, but since this is a large area, I want the hair dryer, and I also want the heat a little bit so it dries the underside of it. The quick dry tool is not really a heat producer. I had to make sure that the ants had not returned to this room. right. Let's get our foamy brush. Keep sticking to the table with that one edge. All right. I'm going a different direction this time, and I will be doing a third coat. I'll go a different direction with that one as well. That way, hopefully, there's no like brush strokes that stay on it. And I'm purposely not going all the way over to the other tape, so I don't have to pay attention to it, because I'm going to flip it around and do that other side. As I stick my fingers in it. This way it's just easier for me to do the brush strokes. And I don't have to worry about going underneath the edge of the tape, because I'm just starting really on the tape and going in. The only problem with using the handled squeegee is it does pull a lot of paste off. So this one I'm probably going to leave a little bit thicker. Which means I need to add more paste on here, because that will not be enough to do another coat. Granted, there's some in here, but I need more. I made, well, it's unstuffed peppers. It's a mix, and you add usually beef to it, but I made it my own. I added rope sausage to it, like, what was it? I can't remember if it was Eckrich or Hillshire Farms, one of those. I added some of that to it, and I just kind of made it my own. I've had it before with the beef and stuff. It's really good. I just didn't want to put beef in it. Not this time. I'm just mixing it up. Alright, adding some water to this. While that dries, the AC did kick on, so it's actually blowing air over it. Not a whole lot, but it is blowing some. But I'll hit it with the hairdryer here shortly, after I do this. Subway sounds pretty good. We have I'm not a huge fan of Subway. I'll eat them. But I've come to prefer going to, well, I prefer Blimpie, but there's not any around me anymore. Great Outdoors is like a small local chain. There's only like 3 or 4 of them. They're really good. They started in the 70s. I really like them. I will prefer to go there. And Jersey Mike's is down here now and has been for several years, and they're really good too. So those are probably where I would go before going to Subway. Nothing against Subway. I just like the bread at the other places better. dry. I almost put my hand on it to check, and that is not dry. There's a little ridge there. The last thing I want on here is a fingerprint. Mine's thinking of other things to do to the little stripes. Yeah, because suppliers can't get their normal stuff. So, the Jack in the Box near me, which stayed open 24 hours, there's another one that's a little bit farther. But the Jack in the Box, it's like 2 blocks. It was on my path to and from all the time. They closed at the start of May. Not necessarily from COVID, but the landlord raised the rent. And like, you can't do it. So they pulled out. And that Jack in the Box is always busy because it's close to the college. It's always busy. Or not, it has constant traffic all the time. So I'm really sad to see that one go, because now if I want Jack in the Box, I have to go out of my way, and I have to really be craving Jack in the Box. And then last week, I drove by a Taco Bueno that I don't frequent, but it's been there forever. It's not the one I go to. It's on my way to work. It's in a, I can't turn into it from where it's at. So I don't go to it. But it's on the way to work. It's like halfway between work and home. It closed. It was torn down last week. I didn't even know it was closed. I drove by and there was a big dirt pile. Empty lot. I'm like, what happened to Taco Bueno? Well, obviously it got torn down. It's across from a hospital. It was always busy too. So I don't know what the problem is with that one. And then at the end of last week, the Wendy's, that's the closest one to me. I don't even know where another one is that's near my house. The Wendy's that's close to me, which was always open 24 hours, it closed. And they pulled all the signs out. They pulled all the equipment out. It's gone. Like, it's just this empty shell. And the funny thing is about that Wendy's, it had decent business, but you could always get in and out of there pretty quick when every other place had a line. And by every other place, I mean Chick-fil-A, Chipotle, Taco Bueno, In-N-Out, Whataburger, McDonald's, what else is over there? Arby's. Arby's is the other place that you go to when everything else has a line, but they closed early. So, like, everything would be busy, and you could get in and out of that Wendy's really quick, which was kind of sad. But I'm not surprised it closed. It's just kind of sad that it did, because they do have good hamburgers. They're fresh. I'm not a big fan of their fries, but their Frosties are excellent. So anyway, I've lost, well, I don't go to the other Taco Bueno, so I'm not going to count that. So I lost 2 fast food restaurants that I would use sometimes by my house in the last month. The Jack in the Box is a problem. And about a year ago, we lost Burger Street, which that was awesome. And that was just like this little tiny mom and pop chain. They were really good. But Kroger wanted their spot in their parking lot for more parking. They haven't used it once for parking, except for the apartments that steal the parking there. That was a big lie. We need it for parking. Oh, bull crap. You do not. They did not. The only people I've seen park there is the apartment people. brought some joy to some people, I'm sure. I'm going to do one more coat because I know I'm going to have a line in the middle. And then we'll move on to the black one. The black ones should be a little quicker because you can't see the wood grain through it like you can with the white. Not water. Whataburger. Yes. I don't like In-N-Out. I like their fries, but I don't like In-N-Out. I've had it plenty of times. It's okay, but I would eat it last. I might go there every 15 months just to make sure it's still the same. It is. I much prefer Whataburger. I also grew up with Whataburger. And McDonald's, and Wendy's, and Jack in the Box. It's Whataburger, not water. Whataburger. The H is there, you just can't hear it. Whataburger. It's a little wet. It's a little cold. I think one more coat that'll be good. I can kind of see some lines, but it's far away, you're not going to notice it. Whataburger. Nothing else is to do with a big part of my old paste. Oh look, I have another one. Ah! I do. I have another old one. Because the standard, like the basic colors, I usually try to keep an extra on the shelf just in case. I have another old one. Why is your dog barking? I get tired of hearing it. I know y'all do. But I need that to dry more than the quick dry tool will allow. And we're gonna pull some more of this. So if you're watching, my name is Vicki. I'm an independent designer with Chalk Couture. Make sure you say hello, let us know you're watching, and be sure to hit the heart or some emoji that will help my Facebook algorithms, or hopefully they keep changing them, so who knows. But comments and emojis and interaction will always help with my videos getting seen. And of course, feel free to share it out into Facebook land as well. Oh, okay, well that makes sense why your dog's barking. All right, I think I'm going to do this one on the horizontal. Or more horizontal than I was. Probably could have had some more water on this. My dog finally quit whining. I'm happy about that. I don't know why she was whining. She didn't need to go out because I let them out before I went live. I know to do that. Just touching up a couple of, I flipped it and I'm touching up this edge here. And then our white should be good. Minus a couple of chunkies. All right, we're gonna go with that. Oh man, I am really hungry now. No way that's gonna stay. I knew it. Trying to do too many things at once. What about Paige? Okay, I gotta close this up because it's bothering me. What about Paige? That is going over there because it needs to be washed. I'm gonna start working on the next color. I can't find my wet wipes. We're gonna use one of these. Oh, it didn't on my side. Tell ya. I can't find my wet wipes. Well, I think I know where they're at. They're underneath some stars that I'm not going to move. So we're just going to use this for my hands. Where is everybody tonight? Like, I sent this out to a bunch of groups, and like nobody's on. All right, we need to do the black that I can't open now that I've got wet hands. All right. See, this is really chunky. It's really chunky. Maybe we will use the new one, because this one really needs some help. Let me find my new one, because I have two and I don't know which one's open. Not that one. Well, I take that back because I would keep the little inside part. Or do I have three? No, I have two. I'm pretty sure I used my new. I thought I'd used one of these. I don't want to open a new one. Like another new one. This would have been here first, I think. There's no batch numbers. Shoot. That has not been pulled off. I could just use into paste single, which is what we're going to do. All right. I don't think I've ever used a single before. So I always like to knead them beforehand. Now this is the new Creamy Dreamy formula. You probably don't have to knead it, but we're going to. And I'm stuck over here. Okay, what is Facebook doing? I am stuck. I'm still painting the white over there on Facebook. I have to refresh that. It's just fuzzy. Am I fuzzy? Kelly, am I fuzzy? They used to have little tabs where you could pull these apart, but since they were getting, they were having issues with the Postal Service squishing them, that was a vulnerable point. And so they quit putting the tabs on there. So, okay, good. I'm not fuzzy. So they don't have tabs on there anymore. So you have to use scissors to open it or have really tough hands. All right, so there is a ton of paste in here. 0.19 fluid ounces. That is a ton of paste. That is a ton of paste. All right, let me get these out of the way. That's over there. I need a new multi-tool. There it is. And you know what I'm going to do? Because I'm going to water this down to paint the stripes, I'm actually going to put the transfer on and do the transfer first. Maybe, if it fits. I have to see if it fits. And then water it down and put the stripes on. So let me see if this fits or if it goes onto the... It may be going onto the tape. I might have goofed. It may be going onto the tape. No, I'm putting it onto chalk. I'm not going to fuzz it. And we will see if this works. I do need to flip this back around though. That out of the way. All right. All right, kind of making that even. All right, there's the top. You know what? I'm going to be off. I didn't make my white stripe big enough. Well, okay. So we're going to do the black stripes first. Because I have to peel off that tape to do that. So it's not quite big. Not quite big enough. I wonder if I can just add just a small amount of water to this. This is such a different feel than that other paste. It's like it doesn't even want to mix with the water. It is, but like, it's not sucking it up. I don't like wetting my foam brush. Don't like wetting it. Because wetting my foam brush is no fun. Whew. That is definitely thicker. I didn't water this one down that much because the wood grain's not going to show as much, and I don't want to water it down too much because this is the same paste that I'm going to use to put the hello on here. I'll probably only do 2 coats with this. That's the plan, at least. I'm excited about getting these boards as a permanent, surface in our new catalog because there is so much you can do with this surface. I'm thinking door hangers, I'm thinking giant ornaments for like Christmas. Make it into a lemon, like a lemon sliced in half, or any citrus, that is. A wheel. You know, all sorts of stuff with this wooden round. Make sure you put it in the comments or message me, and I can answer either during the live or afterwards. The shirt that I'm wearing is also done with chocolate tour as well as the things behind me. For fabrics, shirts, banners, you use ink, not paste. Well, that was quick, Kelly. All right, we're going to do another coat. I'm gonna, can't remember which way, that one was this way. Yeah, 2 coats should be all it takes on the black. let's dry this, then we can pull our tape off. See how that is. I want to make sure it's really dry since I'm going to pull the edges off. And I'll probably blow dry it again once I pull the tape off, just in case there is an edge that's wet. I don't touch it and smear it. Because sometimes when you have tape, it forms a little like edge that builds up. I got it on my desk. This wipes off. All right, let's see. I got some white on my desk too. I can see it. All right, we're gonna pull that one first. Pretty. Yay! No bleeding, except for right there. But I think I can fix that. And actually, it's not really noticeable. So I'm not going to use that again. So that's going in the trash. Get down there. I am going to take my detail tool and just... Actually, I'm not even going to scrape with that. I'm going to get my X-Acto and scrape with that. It's going to bug me. It's not really there. But I can knock it off with the X-Acto. And it's not there now. All right, I'm gonna hit this with the hairdryer again. Now I did put this a little bit lower. It's not even. That way I put it a little lower in case there's, so I can put the bow and stuff at the top. Making a bow, yeah, that's a whole nother animal. It looks even though, like those stripes. All right, let's pull this bad boy back off. So that is the middle of our board. Ish. And I know that some of the letters are going to be hanging off, so I'm going to make it even top and bottom that they hang off. That is not straight. That is not straight. It's going to drive me insane. fingers are sticking to it. Yeah. I'm not so sure about doing a bow, Kelly. That scares me. Does it look even? I think it does. I think it does. All right, we're going to push down on this. Start in the middle. Push out. And I'm pushing really well on this because I just want to make sure it's down. All right, I need a mini squeegee. I had a whole bunch of mini squeegees out. And that white chalk marker, it fell the other day. It fell now. Almost had it. I dropped it with my toes. Ugh. Yay for toes. All right. All right. So now we're going to do this guy. Now where it goes off on these little 4 pieces, I'm going to make sure to go off the board and not towards the white because it might cause a bump there. And I need, this will be fine. If this was not creamy dreamy paste, I would definitely have to add water to that. All right. It really does not take much paste at all. It looks like I've got a bunch on here, but I really don't. Most of it's at the top of my squeegee. Man, the camera is so behind. Or at least the feed that's on my screen is so far behind. All right, so that's all covered. There's not really much left. I'm not really going to do anything with this leftover that's on my squeegee because there's not enough to keep on here. And we are going to pull this guy off. Cross your fingers. And crap. I took too long and it pulled up. So it took too long. If you get dry paste wet, it will pull up. I left it on there too long. It got that too wet. It pulled it up, which is why this one is darker. Kind of cool looking though. I have a transfer to deal with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean the transfer because I can't do anything with that. I'm going to clean this transfer. I may do it right now and put it back on there. Let's try that. I need my crappy towel. Where it is. There it is. And that needs to move. All right, I need my crappy towel without the glitter. This side. And we're gonna clean this transfer. We're gonna let that dry. Yeah, do it now, yep. And we will attempt to fix that. See, can you see the white on, like right here? That's the white paste that came up, which I was going too slow, which is why it happened. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. One, if it was really messed up, I could still paint over that with more paste, blend it, more paste. Or I can just go back over it with the same transfer and fix it. Now this is going to make a mess. This is why I like to clean it in the sink, not in here. And actually, I did the wrong side first. I should have did this side first, because all the paste is... When I do it in the sink, I do the sticky side first. But if I'm doing it in here, I need to do this side first, because this is where all the paste is sitting. I kind of did that backwards. Actually, we're going to separate that. Kelly just likes to see me fix my mistakes. You're evil, Kelly. All right. Disposed my transfer. Normally I will not put a paper towel on the back side of my transfer because it is sticky, but as long as it's wet, it's okay. That's why you see me doing it. And I'm just going to get a clean one. See, I do not... I know some designers, Kelly knows of some as well, that clean their transfers always like this. I can't stand it. I have to have it cleaner. That's why I go clean them in the sink. This just does not get as clean as I want it. All right, so the main thing is I need that screen to be clean, and then I need to dry it. So I'm going to just give it another wipe, make sure it's clean. And I will dry my board to make sure that is all the way dry. And then we're going to put that back on there. See, there's still a lot of color coming off of that. So I don't know if that's in the screen or if that's actually the the teal part, and it could be either one actually. What I have, I don't want to use that. Aha. Some of it's the actual paste on the screen. You'll notice it's getting lighter and lighter. Like the paste on the teal part. Wow, that made a mess. I need to contact her. I know she was packing to get ready for surgery, so she's about to have some procedure done. Now my transfers. Fuzzy. All right, the screen itself is clean. It's just wet. So I'm going to dry it real quick. I'm going to put it right there on the edge of my table. Make sure that's the only thing Kelly said. Oh yeah, the drain hole gets to be the problem. That's why that tray is what I clean most of mine in to start with. And then I don't have to worry about the drain hole. All right. I really need to wash that. All right, we're going to turn our hair dryer. We're going to make sure we don't have any of this stuff on our hands when we grab our board. And I'm just going to blow some air on the transfer to dry it. I don't really want to put any heat on it. So I'm going to put it on cool and low. Wow. And we're going to move that. We're going to move that so it doesn't stick to it. That was almost a major issue. Now it's stuck to my hand. There. I tell you. You ever have one of those days where you feel like anything you're doing, you're just making it harder on yourself? That's what I'm doing. Just making it harder on myself. Alright, I just put some air on that to dry it. I'm going to do the same on here, because I need to make sure that's dry. No. Wally World crawfish boil tray. That's actually what it's used for, is crusher foil. Not $25. Would you like the SKU number? Oops, sorry. Made by Polytech. Made in the USA. Woohoo! I think it was all of $4. Look online. I'm in Texas. We have crawfish boils. I don't know if you have that there. You may not have crawfish boils there. All right. I'm just trying to see if that's wet or not. I don't want to put it on here wet. Actually, you know what? I gotta mix up some more paste. So I'm gonna let that dry for a minute more. And I need to add paste. I'm just gonna add some of the crap, because I don't have enough of the good stuff. So we're gonna add some of the crappy paste to it. Woohoo! Yeah, look it up online. And I bet you find it. If you don't, let me know and I can... Yeah, but on a smaller scale. If you don't find it online, let me know and I can just stop by the Wally World that I got mine at. If you remind me, I might be able to do it tomorrow. If not, it'd be this weekend. Because it's up, but it's like, the one I got mine at is like 30 minutes away by the rinks that I play at. Okay, now this is I put too much water, I think. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to add a little more gunky paste to it. It is gunky. It really feels like cottage cheese. It looks like caviar. It's not either of those. All right. And this is way too much. It will get trashed. But this is my old paste that I'm trying to get rid of anyway by using it to paint backgrounds and stuff with. All right. That will work. It's not as wet. Close that up. All right, let's line this sucker back up. Which should be fairly easy, you would think. Not always the case. Pretty dang close. Press in the middle, press out, press down. Okay, we're getting the bigger squeegee because we're going to do this much faster. All right, let's rock and roll this. We're going to work quicker, and hopefully it all works correctly this time. Stick that there. All right, let's hope. Those little white pieces are part of the transfer. See? They're blocked out. Right there. Ah, can't grab it. Right there. Those are part of the transfer. It's supposed to look weathered. So yay! Okay, that goes in there. Like I said, I put that sticky side up, and then I'll put the water in here to start with and get the first layer of paste off, and then I'll wash it. Just makes it easier. I don't have to clean my sink out all the time. All right, I'm gonna hit this with a hairdryer so I don't mess it up. I don't need that right there. I kind of liked it where it looked like rustic. So if you want it to look rustic, you can do what I did earlier. And my laptop froze again. And it's plugged into the Ethernet. Don't ask me why. Then Kelly wants me to make a bow. There's no instructions on how to make a bow. There's no instructions. Hello, Miss Bonnie. I don't need that. I have no idea what I'm doing. I need to look at YouTube to figure out how to make a bow these days. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. I mean, I would like try to make a real bow, but oh, that's actually what they did. They made a real loopy bow. I can do that. But I'm not going to because I know I'm going to be goofy. Double feed it through the hole. Yeah, but the only problem is I don't want to have it going through the hole because I got this side that's like, this doesn't really go with it. So I need to look at a YouTube video about doing double feed it through the hole, go back through the loop to secure, and tie like a shoelace. Yeah, see, I want, actually the thing to do, I think I finally threw it away. No, but this would work. Oh, no, it's not. It's got glitter on it. I had a piece of ribbon in here. Okay, so I'm thinking, I know how to do this. I'm looking to see if that piece of ribbon's still here or if I threw it away because it was red. And that piece of ribbon would go up the other side. But I got all these pieces of stuff that I need to clean now. And I think I threw it away like last week because I'm like, I'm not going to use that piece of ribbon for anything. Of course. Haha! Okay, it's got stuff on it. But this, let me undo this piece of glitter ribbon. Do not buy glitter ribbon. It's just as bad as having glitter. Seriously. It is just as bad as glitter. That, I have glitter all over me now. Alright. So what I'm thinking is, hold on. I want to have this even. I want this right here. Maui, quit whining. I swear that dog. Oh, look. Freaking Facebook. I'm not really attaching this. I'm just using this as a try this out. Because if I put something with red on it, like that, it will go with the other side, right? And then I can tie this over here horribly. I need my knots better. Oh look, there I am. Everything's sticking. Okay, where's my comments? And then, all right, I need to tie a shoelace. I gotta do it this way. All right, knotted, and then so I'm doing it upside down. I'm not doing it tight because I don't want to, I'm trying not to do it tight, if that makes sense. And then you could double tie it again, because I'm trying not to crease it. No, you can't double tie it, but you would have to do it twice. It's doable, but I'd need to put something red through to hold it to the other side, and like put a bow on each side so they hold each other. I'm also trying not to crease this so I don't have to iron it. All right. So I need to find a big red ribbon at the same. Oh, I know where I have a big red ribbon. I have leftover Christmas ribbons. It's in the other room. And it has like a wire on it that can hold this side. Okay, well, just solved that problem. All right, so besides the bow, this is this side of our door hanger. Or hello. Could have been a disaster, but we fixed it. And then this side is our America the Beautiful side. So there we go. So besides the bow, this project's finished. And I will go and go outside and I will seal this with clear sealant. And then it'll be good to go to hanging outside on the door. Now I am selling that piece if somebody wants it before I put it on my door, or even after I have it on my door. So if you see that and you're interested in it, let me know. I have little specks of black paste everywhere, which is fine because it cleans up, besides the fact that I'm moving the camera. Alright, so I've made a mess. That's the one I was looking for. It's wet. There. I don't need that. That's dry. All good to go. Yay! And that goes in there. My trash can all of a sudden got full. Alright, so that is our little project for tonight. And I should have cleaned that. I'm going to take my transfer and my squeegees and my paintbrush and go to the sink and clean them and call it a night. I appreciate you watching. If you are watching this on the replay, hashtag replay would be great, so I know you watched. And make sure you like and follow this page, and I will catch you next time. All right, Talk to you later. I appreciate you watching. Have a good night.